You have boarded Lester's tour bus with your hosts, Lester Rockwell and the Iron Bear. Live on Whole Loaf Entertainment Media. So find a seat and settle in, and be prepared for sudden stops. Some settling may occur.
So many chances, you keep coming back to watch you screw it up again and again. Never here, never near, even when you're here, so consistently distant, and it's perfectly clear. You cannot heal me, and you cannot say that I'm better off without you. Loving you is so tough. You don't love me good enough. You cannot heal me. You cannot say I'm better off without you. Loving you is so tough. You don't love me good enough. Let me set the scene for you. Two dreadful lovers, a year or two. We had a long and bumpy ride and slid downhill over time. Trust and love broken secure. Neither party could endure. We broken up and out for years. A million memories, lots of tears. I never expect all from you. What I just wouldn't do. Give a little, think a lot. I get much more than I got. Confident, the last week you living in my past. There's more than a little bit. I know what's going on this night.
Good. Hello.
And we're back!
Hey, we're back here with the Iron Bear. Welcome back to Lester's Tours Bus. It's been a couple weeks. This is actually our first show in July 4th. We went out and saw the Wish show. I actually have a video from that. I'm going to see if I can run it tonight.
Make a wish.
And let you have an idea of how that went. Of course, Wish is the Damon Janaya, Joe Murphy, James Creer, and Chuck Linehan's band. It's literally it's the fusion of the Crumbsuckers, the Genitorturers, and Sabotage. So,
and they've molded that into the world's greatest Nine Inch Nails tribute band.
That's correct, and this was really their debut show, and they played a couple smaller venues. But as far as what they were intending on doing, and it ended up being, we knew it was going to be big. It ended up being really big, and the fact that it was a rainstorm. What's that again?
What's that? A rainstorm.
Well, it was raining.
4th of July.
But people still came out.
Janice is bitching.
Janice is bitching. I was thoroughly impressed, even though one of the clubs there lost my credit card, and it looks like I'm going to have to cancel it.
Oh, no. Not when you came for the...
I went back, and they
for
said...
the 16-second stare?
They said, we sure do have it. And he said he was going to go find it. He left, and he left for
Never
the
came
night.
back.
Yeah. That's right. So where'd he go? He said he was gone.
Somebody's drinking on you tonight.
Well, I'm watching that card like a hawk. I'm trying to... Excuse me. I'm trying to get it back.
Is that why we're out of alcohol in the bunker? No, we're not.
We're not.
Thank God.
I have actually replenished alcohol in the bunker.
You are the bunker replenisher of a grand gesture indeed.
Well, if I don't keep you people drunk, you'll realize what an asshole I am. So, that video, by the way, that was Gary Shutt. He's right here from Tampa. Now, he's been around a while, and his reputation precedes him. I actually heard about him a long time ago. But he started coming up Tuesday nights for Damage and I's Karaoke Brutale. And so I had the opportunity to meet him, and just what an amazingly talented and just a real nice guy. Always have fun hanging out.
We got some heavy hitters in the area. There's no doubt about that. Gary is top notch. Played with TSO. The list goes on and on. But the guy
I didn't know he was with TSO.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Last season, I think, and I think he's on the roster this season as well.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm making friends in high places. I miss David Van Landing. Now, if you're out there, you're watching the show, David.
David's been busy. I talked to him about 2 weeks ago, and he was going to try to come out and meet us down at the 16-Second Stare show at Club Detroit. And something happened. They didn't make it. Oh, Angie, they were in the studio with Michelangelo. Remember Michelangelo, the guy who played 4 guitar necks at one time? For the band Nitro.
Correct. Yes, I have heard of him.
He is an extraordinary guitar player. I mean, just an extraordinary. Always been a virtuoso.
Well, this is what I try to tell people, and I do mean this most sincerely, and I would love to sit on the radio right now and talk about some of the plans we have for the Florida scene, but I'm not going to do that yet because I want to get some things implemented before talking about it. But the truth is, Warped Tour is coming through. And that's great. I mean, these concerts come to, basically for a concert to come to Florida now, it has to be, fairly large, significant, because they don't want to come down into Florida because it's a long drive in, a long drive out, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows that. Well, I think that fact alone has unified the Florida scene. I think it's like what I try to tell people is every band out there, there's a Florida band I can plug in, an equivalent Florida band I can plug in. Gary Shutt, if you're one of those people that just loves technical people with an enormous amount of technique, I don't care who it is you like, I can plug in Gary Shutt into that spot. And the reason that I bring that up is I don't like the fact that these huge monster tours come down here with tickets between $75 and $150. They sweep out all the money from an area and then they leave. And there's no point in it, and so right now everybody's listening to the radio and they're kind of attaching themselves to these major national acts. Is we need to create a Florida scene and get people to attach to the music locally and maybe spend their money here rather than handing it out to a bunch of guys that the only reason they're coming to Florida is because it's worth enough money to make it worth their while.
Hear, hear.
Avenged Sevenfold. Making one stop in Florida on their tour in Orlando.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. The way it is.
Yeah, and there's the
big guy has squeezed out the mom and pops, and that's what you get. Whatever they throw in front of you, you buy it at.
Well, and instead of sitting around, what most people do is they don't like stuff like that, so they just bitch and bitch and bitch it. Is every problem has a solution. So you just got to sit down and you got to figure it out. And you got to take those steps necessary to, I would like to see all the bands in Florida, what's the word I'm looking for, to working toward being a part of the Florida scene rather than just, everybody wanting to make it and get that contract and tour with Slipknot, which is great.
Well, you got to make it here first.
Make it here first, and then create this, create a some sort of a coalition, almost like the lawyers have associations and insurance companies have associations, an association of excuse me, musicians, and it is the collective, the prevailing opinion of those bands that move the Florida scene.
Like I said, there's some big people in this area when it comes to the hard rock scene and the music industry in general.
Yeah.
We got
I know
Paul
we could
O'Neill
call this
locally.
coalition.
He's
We
a
could call this
monster.
coalition the Monsters of Florida Rock.
Monsters
You
of
have-
Florida Rock.
you
Coming
have
up,
the
as a
Lester's
matter of
tour-
fact.
That's right.
Go ahead, plug
That's
it.
quick.
Okay.
Since you already...
Monsters of Florida Rock, if anybody is interested, and you all should be, is going to be at the Brass Smug on the 26th of this month, starting at 9 p.m., $7 cover, 18 and up show. We're going to have Sin God, Mechanism, Lydia Can't Breathe, Murderfly, and as we always end our shows, Psycho Tribe. I also want to let everybody know the day before is Lester's birthday. He's turning 22, so everybody buy him a drink.
That's right.
Panties and Bra Hospital.
That's right. Yep, I'm finally reaching 22, so I just hit puberty. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I didn't want to mention it was my birthday. Originally, we were going to set this up as kind of a let's all hang out with Lester on his birthday festival. The truth is, Lester's not about that. Lester's about the Florida
Lester's
scene,
about
and so we
you.
came with this idea. No.
Not you. You
It's
as our
about you,
listeners.
the collective you, the
Yes.
outside.
Oh, you made me go on stage for my birthday. You got some shit coming, pal. Yeah. You stuck me up there with freaking green jello and nobody else.
Yeah.
The only way it could have been messier was be guar. That's the
Yes.
only way.
I hope they're here next year when it's your birthday.
That was
actually.
that was one of my best birthdays I ever had.
I know David Brokey. I'm going to call him and ask him. Let him know, Barry
I
need-
even know I
Barry
might make
needs
it
him.
up for another Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, I sang. You guys made me sing.
You did a great job.
You did good.
Yeah, see that? Oh, no, that was awesome. So the
Bullshit.
but the what this is a Florida's Monsters. Pardon me, Florida Monsters of Rock, not the Monsters of Rock. The Florida Monsters of Rock. So make sure we get it right. And what this is kind of for now, it's the Lester's tour bus over the last year. What bands have we been exposed to? What are some of the bigger shows that we've seen? That sort of thing. And so, who are
Some of the bands even expose themselves to it.
yeah.
If you're lucky.
Well, I mean, you look at Lydia Can't Breathe. Lydia Can't Breathe just came off tour with Mushroom Head, nationwide tour. This is a band that can, is on the radio, and they can command a good fee every single night. We have Murderfly. They just did their CD release show. It was over 1,400 people. It was the largest audience, the record audience for that venue.
One of my favorite shirts, Murderfly.
That's right.
And one of my favorite bands.
And that's right. You have Mechanism. They also just released a CD, and then of course Mecca from Beautiful Chorus. She ended up foregoing a band with, a tour with that band because their own band, the Mechanism, has done so well, and they're going to be there.
I'm really looking forward to the Monsters of Florida Rock because we went over and saw most of those guys at the County Line Saloon in Melbourne.
Two of them,
and
right.
It was killer.
Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then Psycho Tribe, just a hard driving, rocking. Sin God, that's just a band you have to see. Their lead singer, he's just a maniac, and this is going to be everybody I know who knows the Florida scene has looked at this show and said it's incredible. So incredible that Bobby Keller, the guitarist for Mechanism, he has a monster collection. Movie monsters, so like King Kong and Godzilla and that sort of thing, right? And there's a new show coming out in August on Reel's channel called Fan Addicts, FANADDICTS, and it has to do with people with huge collections that relate to movies. Well, so he submitted, I don't know how they got connected, but they're coming down. The show starts in August. It's a new show. It hasn't even come out yet. They found out that Mechanism was playing the Florida Monsters of Rock. It was already a monster-themed show, so they were like, this is destiny. So they're going to be coming out to the Mug
Nice.
and videotaping part of that episode at the Mug. And they're going to get to see all of the beautiful Lester's Tour Bus people there.
And for all of our female
Yes, hi.
listeners out there that are going to be at the show, bring an extra set of panties because your first set will probably be wet by the end of the show.
That's true. Yeah.
Just
Yeah, if
from
you
all
plan
that
on
good
talking to
music.
any of us, yeah.
He's
that's-
speaking for himself, you know.
Yes.
right?
Well, his panties are wet all the time.
Hey,
I keep telling him not to wear
I
panties.
wouldn't know.
But and then of course Raw Talk Live, which is it's a rival internet radio station, but these guys are so cool. I don't care. They're from the East Coast. They're gigantic. They bring 10 guys out. They do
Who is that?
Raw Talk Live.
Oh, not. Okay, never mind.
No,
Oh, not
Angry
Super.
No.
No.
Well, I asked him. He didn't give me an answer quick enough.
No,
So
no.
I secured. If you keep me lingering,
Are these
then
guys
I've
we
got
met
to
in
secure-
Melbourne?
They are the ones that were at the CD release party.
Ah,
Me and you were on the radio there.
That's right.
It's the same guys. They'll bring 10 people out there, and they cover live events a lot better than anyone, including us. So I'm not gonna lie. This event's so big.
We haven't polished it yet, but we're working on it. We didn't
I
want to jump
polished
into
it.
it before we were prepared.
I heard
We're in
you.
the middle of a battle. We're in a bunker, for God's sake.
We are in a bunker.
Yeah, you know.
Well, the thing is there was some with IBO. Anyway, there was
About 2 minutes ago.
there was some diplomatic action, and right now it's possible we're at a ceasefire, and we're working on seeking a resolution right now. So
Are we extending olive branches?
we're extending olive branches.
Well, in that case, can I go ahead and pimp one of our competitor shows? Seeing as this is an olive branch extending situation, you guys can all see JC Viper in his show at
Jesus.
www.angrygnome.com/Lester already did it, so now I have to. So go ahead and check that out.
All right, again, that's angrygnome.com/Lester already did it, so I have to. That's all one word. .com. Okay.
What the hell does extending a fig leaf mean?
Like, so in his mind, I don't know. You have to ask him.
Okay, this is schizo we're talking about.
What does he wants to know what extending a fig leaf means to you?
That's where a fig leaf goes, right?
I get.
I think that's true.
I don't know.
Biblically-
JC doesn't do that for me, but to each his own.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Hopefully they're going to come out too. I gotta talk his sound engineer into donating me a guitar for the event. Oh, but I don't know if I should mention that yet. As of right now, we have Sam Ash as a official sponsor, and I went all the way to the top to get that as to get them as a sponsor. I have to make that official tomorrow. So I don't know if I should be saying their name yet. I'm going to say it anyway. Sam Ash. Go ahead, sue me, take it all. I've had too much too long. Anyhow, so
There's no law against Smash.
Smash. That's right. Shamash.
Smash.
That's how we're going to be in the show. We're all going to be shamashed.
All right. And did you hear? Oh, I can't even tell the story.
You
I have to
can.
tell it. I have to tell it off the air.
Tell it off the what?
I'm gonna have to tell this story off the air.
I'll tell you
Let me
off
just put it
the
this
air.
way: Seven Kingdoms, who was playing at the Brass Mug,
Oh no, they didn't.
is now moved to the Orpheum. They're no longer playing at the Brass Mug in August. They will be playing at the Orpheum.
Oh, they just jumped ship on them, not on you.
No,
that's okay. It
they
happens.
did. No, they wouldn't jump.
It
on.
happens.
There's an
Yeah, but they'll
entire
get 'em on the
backstory
show.
to that.
We need to get them on the show.
Do that to
Who?
Lester's tour bus.
So-
the
so-
Iron Bear comes
Oh yeah,
looking
Sabrina.
for you.
When they're here, she'll probably come on, huh?
The whole band.
Sabrina Camden.
The whole
Well, I don't know.
band.
The one guitarist, the guy that looks like Paul for the movie Full Metal Jacket, I'm not comfortable around him for some reason.
Well, with Fallout here, you'll be safe. He'll protect
Well, that's
you.
true. I mean, we bring him in the bunker, he might just take over. Anyhow, so we've literally been 3 weeks again to the 16-second stare show. He's been gone for like 5 weeks, and I know that our audience went from like this to this. Nobody is watching for me. See, this is what
You
you've
ain't even
done.
been on.
No, for 2 weeks. You haven't been here for 5.
What? Well, you know.
5 weeks.
I've been on a mission.
The show has been naked.
I have been on a mission, sir.
Have you been here since you
County
went on tour?
espionage outside the bunker. It's been 5
Tunnel
weeks.
collapsed.
It's been 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Got lost in the tunnel.
5 weeks.
You got lost in the tunnel? What was her name?
I got bunker fever. I got bunker fever, and I had to. You
had to get out.
I do some recon. Yeah.
Yeah, he found Bambi.
Yeah, did he? Wow. Just shoot it and kill it and drag it down here and get it and lead it.
No, I had to do some recon, move some troops around. You know.
Well, what do you want to listen to? It's your first day back. What do you got? Look at all this music we have here, and this isn't even all of it. What would you like to see?
Play that one song by that one band.
Play that one song.
That one song.
But
by
I want the 2 song from a third band.
I'm going to play Lydia Can't Breathe just because I love this video so much. This is another really well done video, just like the Gary Shutt video. And I don't know how these people are doing this, but this animation video here, this is Lydia Can't Breathe. Wait, give them the. There you go.
The world has changed, and you and me are far away. Money has turned to be one nothing. If we don't change, we're gonna die. Running out of time. Time is the future. I've got no time, and we are the reason. You pray at night, you're gonna die. Cheap price of gas, same outside. Road leaders, all the reasons why. The poor have grown to become hungry, and the rich have only died. Running out of time. Time is the future. Well, I've got no time. And we are the reason. You pray at night, you're gonna die. The reason we all lie, and I seen a child's whole life, and we seem to always disagree. My passion has become my relief. Time with our country without rights, and I end up with a fight in me. Seem to always be called free, but now we're the country of disease. Sky, come into future. I've got to die. And why are the reason you pray and I've gotta die. When the jaguar eats the sun and the moon sheds its shadow, does the whole world come undone? Will you still be you tomorrow? When blue skies fade to gray, should I follow behind them? And when I can't find my way, will you still shine like a diamond? Why do my kisses make you cry? Are you afraid that these are the last ones? I want the tears off of your face and promise you that these are the last ones. When the jaguar eats the sun and gray oceans are swallowed, has a new life just begun? Will you still be you tomorrow? When blue skies fade to black, should I follow them blindly? And when I find there's no way back, will you still shine like a diamond? Why do my kisses make you cry? Are you afraid that these are the last ones? I want the tears off of your face and promise you that these are the last ones. jaguar eats the sun, will you still shine like a diamond?
Something. Say again? Oh, hold on. Ooh,
I
crap.
want to borrow the video camera with the gel cut case.
You want to borrow it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we back?
Yes, we're actually.
And we're back!
Okay. He said, when the jaguar eats the sun, will you still shine like a diamond? Good God.
Good
Oh,
God,
look at
who's
that.
wrestling?
He's over there breaking my stuff. You see
Oh,
that?
yeah. That's just.
Those are my, headphones. Oh, Jesus. Look
Yep.
at that. Oh, my
Unengineering, we call
God. Oh, I
that.
know, yeah. Well, he's got that big club foot.
He's a legend in his own mind.
I mean, look at him. Let me ask you a question. If you were to line up 20 people, 20 random people, and he was one of them, and you
Yeah,
said,
he'd blow
hey,
them all.
You'd say, who, out of these 20 people, who's the most coordinated? Would he be even in your top 5?
Huh?
See, you didn't listen.
In my top
So if
5.
you lined up 20 random people, and he was one of them, and you had to choose the top 5 most coordinated people,
And I didn't know anybody but him.
and you didn't know anybody at all.
Never make the top
Would you
5.
look at him and think exactly? He never made.
He's anonymous.
Wait.
He's anonymous. I never finger my friends. No pun
Yeah,
intended.
there you go.
Never finger your friends.
He's trying to finger himself.
Well,
Yeah.
that goes without saying.
Yeah, Schizo got
Somebody's
fingered.
got to do it.
Now, which personality are we dealing with today, Schizo? You seem to be a little bit quieter than normal.
What are you talking about? I don't have a lot of personalities.
Alcohol
talking to?
blowout.
You know, he's one
Who
of
are
those
you
weird
people?
cases where each personality doesn't know the other personality exists.
Has no idea.
Isn't that interesting?
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. I don't even know why you guys gave me the name Schizo.
It's the nervous tics.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah. So what should we be talking about right now? What's exciting going on in Florida, Rock? What's exciting going on around the world? Oh, I'm setting a ground rule right here. No. Goddamn Zimmerman Trayvon talk. None.
Nothing to talk about.
None.
Hello.
Nothing to talk about.
Are you sure? Because I brought some iced tea and Skittles.
Watermelon juice cocktail.
Oh, my bad.
There was no tea. He was not carrying any tea.
In the jungle.
Because
the
Skittles
mighty
and watermelon
jungle,
juice keep you lean.
the Trayvon-
You see?
What?
You see? You're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, there's a lot of
glossing
things to
over
talk
that.
about.
What
right?
else? What about the non-stop rain this winter? Does anybody want to talk about the weather?
We're back in the
The
cycle.
summer.
This
This is the
Florida.
worst. The last summer it rained.
Yeah, we're starting the cycle, the normal Florida cycle. It was like this when I was a child. It rained every day.
Right about 3:30.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the summer pattern, as it were.
Well, I don't like it. Not one bit.
You don't like that 99% humidity?
And everything is covered with a nice layer of moss now. You know? My driveway.
You have to
the
swim to your car.
What's going on here? What are you
I leave
doing?
my shorts out of this.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah. Anywho, so that was your good buddy.
Jay Bailey, Ashtray Art. Jay's got a new project now. Yeah.
He's got John Oliva's
Whole
his
band.
entire band. Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's
Pretty
working
much.
with Outlaw, and he was telling about it. He actually came to the 16-second Stare show,
Yeah.
and I got to see him, and
Wade Black.
I got to meet Wade Black for the first time, and got his
Rocklahoma
contact
Fest.
information. That's right, Rocklahoma Fest in
That's in
Connecticut.
Connecticut, right?
That's right. I don't know if you remembered that or not, but boy, he was a nice guy too.
Yeah, Wade's one of a kind.
Plus, he worked with Danae Saray, or however her name is said. She has accents on her. I haven't heard it said once, so I've often wondered exactly what it would be like to hang out with that chick day in and day out. You know who I'm talking about? She was with Todd Latour. She was I guess a co-singer or backup singer for Crimson Glory. And and I know that her and Chuck Linehan from the Crumbsuckers, they were potentially looking at doing a project together. But I befriended her, and my life has been damn interesting ever since. So, surprised you don't know who she is. I thought you knew everyone.
know of her.
You know of her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's red hair. She's got really good personality, and
Yeah, a really good personality.
yeah. So, anyways, I know you wanted to say a few things. We need to get you more involved with the show, Schizo.
Indeed. I agree.
Yeah.
Indeed.
This is a Schizo rant. Go ahead and.
I don't know if I'd call it a rant, more of an apology.
I have no sound from you.
Yeah, you're not getting anything.
Nothing coming through.
Bring your level up.
That level is
Kick
up.
your reverb down. Pull your britches up.
Let
Drop
him
your socks.
speak.
Yes, Mom. All right. Can you hear me all right on this one?
Wash
now?
your hands.
I can hear you
Brush
because
your
you're
teeth.
close to the first one.
That one's muted.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me okay?
I can hear you. Yeah. Just
Okay.
speak up loud.
All right, I'll speak up.
Good. That's good.
So, that picture.
You can, the camera's over
Oh,
there.
I can see it.
You haven't noticed.
Yeah, we're
Picture
looking at
in
you.
the, in the folder.
Our engineer is
Yeah.
looking in the computer.
Picture in the folder.
You can look at the you can look at the
Look
camera.
at how
bro.
good looking this guy is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, one of his big fans. He's got this little entourage of groupies, and one of them is supposed to be here right now. She lied yet again.
No.
Wah,
No.
wah,
Yeah,
wah.
She was supposed to be here last week.
She was supposed to be here. No. I
Skittles.
talked to her Tuesday, and she was coming today.
Oh, you're talking about.
Oh, you're talking.
She.
Yes.
Yes.
Talking about Skittles.
Yeah.
Yes, let's talk about Skittles. shall we?
Oh, Skittles.
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 Because she came all the way down from Pittsburgh to be on our show.
Wow.
Yes. So I wrote
How
an apology that
desperate
we
is she?
because we were not live last week and she missed out. She wanted to meet everybody, and I have an apology. Dear Skittles, we at Lester's Tour Bus want to apologize for not being on the air last week when you were in town. It was inconsiderate of us not to have you on. As our first Pittsburgh fan, we all want to say we're sorry. So, we love you.
We're
anyway.
sorry.
We're sorry.
I'm very
You should come back down. Maybe move down.
We're very, very
I'm
sorry.
very sorry.
And as far as fallout,
I'm sorry.
I think he fell out.
He
I'm
did
so
fall out.
Yeah,
He
he broke my
tried.
truck.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, but I won't hold it against him. I'll just beat him with the part later.
Listen, I don't want to say anything, and hopefully he's watching tonight. I don't want to say anything bad about him, but since he's been working so much and he hasn't been spending as much time underground with
Yeah.
us in the bunker, it has started to smell a little bit better around here. I mean, let's all come on.
That could have been me. I was gone too. So
Well, that's true. Yeah. Since correlation isn't causation, I need to
If
look
the
at the
stink
entire
fits, wear it.
spectrum of
well,
of
maybe we'll just
evidence.
start dragging you out back and hosing you down every week before the show.
He wants to hose you down.
Yeah.
Bukake.
Ah, oh.
Why do you always have to go there, Barry?
Yeah, what? Yes. Did you find it? It's on the green dresser. My kid. She's in a camp for film now, so now she's got to film everything. Look at that. Here, close the door. I'm going to talk about you. Close the door. I want to talk about you. Do as I say. No. With you on the other side of the door. Close the door. Okay. But you better close that door. All right.
Lock the bunker.
So you guys will like this story. Okay. And I know everybody brags on their kid, and but I had this really, really smart kid. Nope, I'm not talking about you now.
Here we go.
Nope, no.
Shut up.
Until that door is closed, I ain't saying a word. All right. She's nosy though. But I have 3 kids, 2 out of the house. I'm one still in the house, and my youngest, she's she actually went and took the gifted test. It's called the Reynolds test to see if they're in gifted placement. And Hillsborough County came back and said
She's off
not
the chart.
only is she gifted, she
Beyond.
is the highest that they've ever known to take the test, and she may be the highest that ever took the test in Hillsborough County. So they sent a psychiatrist from the state who drove all the way down here to evaluate her, and they gave her an IQ test and blah blah blah. And
Psychiatrist.
It was around, and it was around 157. So she was a Mensa initiate at 5 years old. So really, really exceptional kid. She's already smarter than her cousins who are 20, and she's only 8. She's reading at 5 years old. She was reading at a 6th grade level in kindergarten. She's in 2nd grade, and she's reading at a high school level now. The problem with having a kid that young that reads at a high school level is that they understand anything they read, so you have to be careful what you expose them to. So she's extremely knowledgeable. So she goes to this camp, and there was a camp last week and there was a camp this week, 2 different weeks. And so I go in there just today, this morning, and the camp counselor takes me aside to have a discussion with me. Well, apparently the kids at some point studying life science were having a discussion as to where babies come from. And
oh no!
Oh yeah.
Stork.
And so no, I don't even know what she knows about this because of course I'm her dad. She's not going to come talk to me.
Stork.
So, yeah, right. Stork theory, whatever. So the kids are sitting around there talking about this, and Bethany, being who she is, she wants to put a rudder in the water and steer the ship straight. And so she goes into stark and graphic detail.
Oh no!
As to exactly how a baby is.
Psychologist's going to come talk to you soon.
Yeah, well, apparently some of the, some of the kids went to their parents to confirm or deny those things that they had learned from my kid, and they did not appreciate.
We need confirmation on this information we got here.
Yeah, now listen, you better close that door. What? It's on the green dresser. It's there, or your mother's moved it, or I moved it. All right. Anyhow, see this? You try to do something, you put on a show. You're still dealing with domestic issues. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but the problem that's the problem with having a kid like that is she just learns stuff really, really quick. She literally gets along better with 15-year-olds. She has no connection to people at her own age at all. So.
Look at the bright side here, Lester. You're in the middle of your show. Your daughter still wants to talk to you. My daughter's just off camera, doing nothing but texting.
Oh, that's the age, though.
Yeah.
You know the worst thing about that? My daughter, who's closest to you in age, you actually remind me of her, look like her and everything. She would sit in her room and she would text, and I remember she was texting her best friend, Asia, a girl named Asia, and she's like, "Oh man, yeah, I'm so bored. You should come over and hang out." So her friend came over. Both of them sat on the bed side by side and were texting other people that weren't there. So she talked to her the whole day until she had her in the room. And I've discovered what's happened. See, with texting, you can be whoever you want. You can say something and you can see that you made a mistake and correct it. See, when you're out there among people, it's more honest. You have to be able to interact with them. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to look stupid. You're going to blah, blah, blah. And I think that texting and all this stuff has literally crippled this generation because they're unable to.
No human skills.
Right, they're losing the ability to socially interact. Huh?
Makes them a lot less sociable.
Yes, they're becoming antisocial, and they're all singing the same tunes. So see, what you're doing is a detriment to your. There's a public service message going on here.
Yeah.
That's right.
How come we just have her legs?
It's that rock and roll music. It's gonna ruin your life.
Run it.
And speaking of rock and roll music, isn't this show about Florida bands?
Oh, Florida bands. That's right.
Well, why don't we bust something out?
Well, here's Seven Kingdoms. I don't know which song this is though. Let's see. If it's not one, then it's another, and if it's not the one I want, then I'll play the other. Here you go.
Welcome to the Fall.
You just, I'm not playing that, okay? All right. Here we go.
Farewell, my sun and stars.
Station to Station. That's another one of Chuck Linehan's projects. Hopefully we're going to be able to show you one of the Wish videos. Wish, again, is the Nine Inch Nails tribute band, the best in the world.
Amen to that.
And anybody who says otherwise, I would certainly debate them. There's a friend of Damon's. He's actually the drummer. Damon is the lead singer of Wish, and he has another band called Retribution. The drummer for Retribution, his name is Sawbladehead, or Mr. Sawbladehead, I should say.
Great guy.
And excellent guy. Amazing talent, not just as far as being a drummer, but also he builds artwork with brazing torches, cutting torches, grinders, welders, metal shop type stuff.
Makes these beautiful metal sculptures.
Incredible metal sculptures, to the point that he makes stage equipment for major bands. He has made a mic stand for Head from Korn. He made a guitar stand, I think, for Monkey from Korn. He's basically along that vein. If you guys know who H.R. Geiger is, now H.R. Geiger did the mic stand for Jonathan Davis. He was the guy who created, among lots and lots of other pop culture icons, but he created the alien from Aliens, the movie Aliens. And Sean, of course, he's 112,000 years old now, and Sean's kind of like coming along in that vein, that same type of vein, sort of mixing organic and metal and machinery all together, using metal and machine parts to create these organic looking pieces of art. And he has, I would say, the most fascinating thing that I saw was the drum stand.
His drum
It's
stand.
a tree.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
And it's got a wide base, and then it's got the trunk, and then it widens out, and the drum set on top of it. But all of the hardware is built into the to the sculpture. Whereas when you set up the drums, all your microphones, cymbal stands, blah blah blah. No, it's right here. All your microphones, cymbal stands, and everything is built into the sculpture itself. It's very intense. But the point is that he's working with Damon, providing this really exotic and amazing looking hardware for the Wish Nine Inch Nails stage. So his efforts are that. His effort cannot be understated. When you look at the show, professional lighting, professional, amazing artwork on the stage, and then some of the best musicians the world has ever known. Of course, I've talked about Chuck Linehan before. He was part of that entire New York hardcore scene with SOD, MOD, Peter Steele from Carnivore, and then Typo Negative, Scott Ian. He's friends with Dan Spitz to this day, the guitar tech, Jay for
Torturers.
Yeah, and then exactly. He back in his Crumbsuckers days, he was one of the early the people who brought in the sort of the complex riffing, classical type structure and everything into the hardcore scene, and so he became one of the sort of the cornerstone fathers of a certain style that came out of New York.
He formed the sound. Yeah,
he did.
Was the originator, not the imitator.
That's right, and you can look him up on go to Google or whatever and put his name, Chuck Linehan. Well, he's a guitarist, and then he did go to the Genitorturers, and he was one of their major writers for their three biggest albums.
And he's all around just a great guy.
His name was Chains back then, so you might see a reference to him. Chains, and yeah, real great guy, real humble, real spiritual, and just
family man too.
Family guy, yep. And then James Creer from Wish. He instructs Pro Tools, and there's a certain level of Pro Tools as to what your ability is, and he's one of the top 25 in the world, and he works with famous musicians
galore
and producers all over the planet. He's gone all the time. I mean, anybody you've ever heard of, he works with when they need something recorded, or they need a particular sound, or whatever it is that they need for whatever reason. They just call James. He comes out there and takes care of it. He is with Nine Inch Nails, of course, Damon Janaya, whom is arguably one of the best vocalists alive.
Yeah, you guys should hear him sing Britney Spears.
Yes, I heard that.
Yes.
I've
What?
been very, very upset about that. But yeah, he does
happened?
Britney Spears just a little
Just
too
a
good.
A little too good with this
Wait.
Britney
It's
Spears.
ridiculous how good.
Way too good.
I got a video. Of
That's
it.
just like
I'll
Van
bring it up
Landing
next
doing
week.
Etta James, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
Etta James sounds just like
come
her.
on.
Yeah.
He channels her.
Oh, he's an amazing vocalist too. He really is. But I mean, just the whole band, and then Joe Murphy. He's a drummer, absolute technician. I mean, this is a guy who just doesn't miss anything, doesn't make mistakes, and he's also a good guy to boot. And I just see a lot of great things happening with this band. So, anyways, I'm gonna try to get that video together. I don't know how we got on it.
Anybody, let's go back to Sawblade Head real quick. Mr. Sawblade Head, anybody who gets a chance to go to a Retribution show, by the way, there's going to be one, Whiskey Willie's, at 9 p.m. tomorrow. It's a flashlight party, so bring all your light up stuff.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if
party?
I could tell the
What is it called?
story why that happened.
A flashlight party?
Flashlight party, yeah.
Flashlight party.
He got into it. I'm going to say a person got into it with the light person. The light person
Pulled the plug.
is, well, yeah. He's like, this is mine, so you have to do what I say because it's my toys, and blah, 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 and just, being, whatever, a pain in the ass, and...
Prima donna.
yeah, exactly, and he's like, well, screw it. Take your toys and leave. So, the way they're going to do lights this week is everybody is required to bring a flashlight, and then
I
they're
like
pointing
it.
it at the stage.
I
and
like it a
yeah.
lot.
So they turn off the lights in the venue and whatever lights
It's
are on
gonna be
stage.
cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
I
we
forgot
should
about that. We got to
We
go
should
there
bring the
for
rack for him. We
Oh,
used to
yeah.
have that, and I got
But
it back.
anybody who's
going
going
to
to be there, make sure
I
you
feel bad
take a
taking it
look.
away.
You have lights. Well, a few of them.
And he had them. That's what they were carrying around with them when they first started their career. And then I thought I was going to use them. I took them back, and I never ended up using them. So they're sitting there rotting. Rot. A whole light rack worth of rot.
Well, why don't you grab that light rack and set it up around Mr. Sawblade's drum set so everybody can get a nice, good look at it?
Well, he doesn't bring that out for small shows.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Not the small shows.
No. I mean,
Every time he
not
plays
the-
a
not the
whiskey-
riser.
I've
Not
seen
that-
I've seen
no.
Retribution
No, no, no,
96 times.
Not the big
He
one.
brings the little stuff. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the tree.
I'm not talking about the tree. I'm talking about the little one. It looks so awesome. It looks like it's got stacks from a semi on it, and everything's
Yeah.
set real low to the ground, and it is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, and he
As
uses
small as
that
it is.
clear resin shell kit.
Yeah, and all the mic stands, he made all
Fucking
those.
badass.
And it's just beautiful, beautiful work. So anybody's going to be out there, take a moment and admire his work.
Yes. Well, he's a genius.
Really
I mean,
is.
I don't know where all these people come from. I love this town. I really
Florida.
do. There's just it's well, okay. Right. We're Florida, but I mean, just lately, going down there at the Bad Monkey, hanging out at the art museum and
The
just
Bad
meeting-
Monkey.
The Bad Monkey is owned by a 3-star general down there in Ybor. You got to go with me. The whole thing's military based.
Sounds like Lester's tour bus outing.
Yes,
Bad
it was.
Monkey.
I was going to say, that sounds
Yeah,
like
Lester's
It was.
tour bus
In fact,
from the
Lester's
Bad
tour
Monkey.
bus already has video of station to station at that venue.
At the Bad Monkey.
At the Bad Monkey.
the Bad Monkey.
Can we
I
spank
gotta
the Bad
check that
Monkey?
place out.
Yeah,
Huh?
Bad
Can we
Monkey.
spank the Bad Monkey?
I suppose, but I mean, this guy's a 3-star, 4-star general, whatever, who fought in Iraq. He was special ops, so,
Okay,
I
so
mean, you
we
could try
won't
to spank him, but I wouldn't
Mama
recommend
T
it.
can spank the Bad Monkey.
Well, Mama T, yeah, she can get away with it. So that's the advantage of being a girl.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
I can get away with doing that.
yeah. So, yes, exactly. So what else we got going on?
Well, what is that since we had just done the show down at the other show in downtown St. Pete at the Club Detroit with 16 Seconds There? What'd you think of those guys?
I thought they were
You were
great.
there? I know you got some good recording, a good interview.
I
or
had 6 tons of recording, got some good interviews with the band. And,
plugged in right to the board. You did.
Yes, I did.
Got some good
I
audio?
don't screw around, man. Yeah, I like that good quality audio. So
Yeah.
when I got that H4n, you can record 4 tracks and record 2 off the board and then 2 of the crowd at the same time.
Can't beat that.
You can't beat it. And
That's
so I just started doing that recently, and so we're getting all this great audio off these live shows. I'm like, geez, it's like, night and day, and then walking around with a camera and taking the audio off it. So, everybody out there, go talk to your friends Eddie Keffel at Sam Ash and go get you a Zoom H4n. I guarantee you'll be
Eddie
very
Metal
pleased.
Keffel.
Eddie Metal Keffel. Yes. Anyhow, Yeah, that was a really good show. Who is? I know Dennis. Who are the members of that band? I know you know them a heck of a lot better.
We got
than I do.
Ricky Sanders, who plays lead guitar. No, excuse me, Ricky
Plays
Sanders.
drums.
He's the drummer. That's right.
And he actually played with Saigon Kick at one time.
And is presently drumming with Bad Company, as well as the bass player Miguel Gonzalez, who is the bass player for Bad Company as we speak. And then we have Ray out of New York City. He's the lead singer.
What a great guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. He is.
Excellent personality. I spent the whole night with him talking. Ended up giving him a ride to the airport. Just
You
awesome.
did. You gave the band. You got the band out of state, didn't you?
Yes, well,
Yes,
because
you
it
did.
started getting close to that time, and Angry Tim just seemed like
He was
wasn't-
gone.
Well, he wasn't ready to
disappeared
stop
in the crowd,
partying,
yeah.
really.
The life of a rock star, right?
Yeah, he's a
Oh
rock
yeah,
star.
he's got
So
the
someone
flu
had to
right
take
now
over.
from playing.
Yep.
Yeah, you play, you pay. But yeah, it was quite an interesting show. Jesse Cage put it on from 98 Rock.
He did the. He also did the Wish show.
Okay, I know he's doing a lot of
Doing
stuff.
a
Two
show
down
nights in a
there.
row. So I went to
Cage
two
raises.
shows, 2
I
Thursdays
think
in a
Jesse
row.
Cage is
That's
doing
right.
a show every Thursday
Jesse
now.
Cage, is he?
Because there's one going right now with,
Marilyn Manson
yeah,
is coming, I think, tomorrow.
I think you're right. I haven't looked because he's not a Florida musician. I didn't write him down, but I do have some shows that are coming up in the next couple of days. If anybody's interested,
Well, yes,
Yeah,
we are.
talk
Of course
about
we
it.
are.
we already know that we're gonna have Retribution tomorrow night up at Whiskey Willie's. Bring your flashlights.
I think we're all gonna. Are you gonna go?
I'm if I'm not working on Saturday, yes.
All right.
Somebody
I'll go
picks
there.
me up.
You
I'll
want to
go.
go there tomorrow?
Somebody picks me up. I'm not driving.
Just stay the night.
But also
I
tomorrow
am
we've
spending the night.
Oh, okay. Well then, we'll go out there tomorrow together.
we've got Rocky Dam Diamond Band at Billy G's in Largo. We got Papa Cherry playing at Cocktails in Newport Richie for those Papa Cherry fans. And
I thought Papa Cherry was at LA
Saturday.
That's
Hangout.
Saturday.
That's Saturday night.
Ah.
Yeah. We and Sobriety X, our good friends from Sobriety X, are going to be at Screwy Louie's Porpoise Pub down in Seminole.
There is a video.
No
I've
Den
never
of
been
Thieves
to.
out this week.
I didn't see anything on Dennis. I'm sure they're playing, but they've only got limited resources.
Could
on
be in
there.
Brandon.
Probably. But yeah, if
You know, we
anybody-
got to stop branch. We got
Do
to
you
start
like
branching
that?
out away from Tampa a little bit.
start branching out or stop. branching.
Start.
Yeah,
we
well-
gotta start. We gotta find our pocket bands here that know where they're.
Yeah, I don't ever want to hear. I only have limited resources.
Right now, our venue. Right now, this show's
Well,
listened to
tomorrow.
people from Tampa, Orlando, and Melbourne.
So Den of Thieves
So
will
we've
be
got the entire.
Well, we've
mid
got
part
people
of
from all over
Florida.
the world listening.
I
But
know,
that is
Greece.
Greece.
Greece is because of the
Russian listeners.
Yeah, you get the occasional Russia listener, but Greece are substantial listeners because, for whatever reason, Greece is Love Sabotage.
That's right, and they do.
And
we,
you
I mean,
have
we've
such a
got
strong
we've got
connection.
Asian listeners. Someone even told me that the captain of that plane that crashed out there was actually a Lester Store bus
God.
fan. Captain,
Which one?
I don't know.
Huh?
Those
I don't
four
know where this is
captains, which
going.
one?
I don't know where this is
Something wrong.
going. Where is this going?
Bang
I'm
Pow
just
Ting.
terrified right now. I've never been
was,
so scared.
Way
of
too
it.
low, and I can't remember the fourth one.
Oh, I remember them all.
Captain Wing Too Low.
What,
No.
Yeah.
it was way too low.
It was
Captain-
Captain Something Wong.
Come
Something
something
wrong.
wrong.
We too low. Holy fuck.
So something like that.
And then Bang Ding Ow.
Bang ding.
Yeah, I think it was Captain some young guy. So
Can you imagine? Can you imagine, dude? Okay, first of all, that was the most fired individual ever in the history of the planet. You know, NTSB intern comes in, total smartass, gets on the phone with the media in an extremely serious amount.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely serious. I mean, and you know, I apologize.
Even,
The guy
they even
bless him
claimed they
on
were
the phone.
confirmed names. That's what got me.
I know, it was
They
great.
killed it. And the news
It was
did not catch
great.
it. The chick literally read it. How could you not laugh?
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. They were confirmed. They probably called, and some intern down at the airline who actually lost their job.
He called it in.
Yeah, but he's the one who probably confirmed the names.
No, it was NTSB. It was an intern at NTSB that confirmed the name.
Sent him. Yeah, I went on
Okay.
AP.
Yeah, they already know who
Went on
did
the
it.
wire. Yeah.
So he called
That's
him out,
great.
and then
Come
she's
on.
like, "Now imagine that they said that the news agency took responsibility because they did not vet the person that they were speaking to, and they did not check the data. They just took the data, wrote it down." But even on the air, something wrong we too low.
We too low. How you say America?
I'd be like, wait a minute.
You are fucked up.
There's been something much more important in the news lately than that crash and the Trayvon crap. Something very important that impacts the three of us very much because we're a little more portly fellows. Twinkies are back.
Yeah, well, no, that's
Mini
good.
Twinkies.
Oh,
They're smaller and better and filled full of lard.
And Fallout has come up with a new drink. We're calling it the Tallahassee. It's a milkshake, vanilla ice cream, and Twinkies. And it's so good and bad. It is so just...
We're making that tonight.
Oh, yes.
What is it?
We're calling them the Tallahassee.
It's a
from
milkshake with a
Zombieland.
Twinkie?
It's a Twinkie
Let's
milkshake.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
We'll go to Walmart. As soon as we get out of here, we're going to get
Walmart's
some
sold
milk.
out of Twinkies by my
No,
house.
they're not. No. Oh, well. Maybe
Walmart's
they're
out
not.
of Twinkies?
Yeah.
It's the end. The end is near.
This is the end.
The end already came and everything came back. They brought Twinkies.
It's the perfect cream-filled food.
It is.
No.
Unless-
Well, almost. And, if you fry it in deep batter lard.
if you're going to fry something already sweet, it needs to be an Oreo.
Yes.
I like to take a cheesecake and dump it in a fryer. And then cover it with whipped cream. Oh,
So
yeah.
speaking of Oreos, is Fallout going to be back next week? Or
We'll
He does. He
find
puts
out.
it back in.
We're going to have to recheck his credentials.
Huh?
We're going to make sure that security gives him the full body cavity search this time.
Excellent.
And it's going to... Yeah, we'll film
Indeed.
You know he'll just crawl. He'll dig his way in. And
that. Yeah, he'll dig his way in.
We always make him dig his way in. That's just part of the fun.
Yeah.
You know.
And you can do when he's about halfway, his body's halfway in the hole. You can do the cavity search right there.
Or we use cattle prod
It's
him
nice
as
and
he hang it from
I
the
think
ceiling.
that's standard procedure
Yeah.
with our boys upstairs. Yeah.
What do you think of this thing? What do you think of this thing where if you, we're going to talk politics. Mama T, she told us whatever we do, make sure that every show we're on, we talk some politics.
Oh, you liar!
What do you think of this thing in Georgia where if you get stopped at a random DUI
Georgia?
checkpoint and you invoke your rights as a citizen, that you don't want to blow into the tube, that they can arrest you, physically hold you down, strap you to a table,
And take your
and
blood.
take your blood from you against your will.
That's bullshit.
They are doing it.
Isn't that
No,
insane?
that's not against the that's against the Constitution.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, I think it is.
Yeah, well, of course it
It's
is. but
unreasonable search and seizure.
That is
Of course it is.
definitely unreasonable.
on a misdemeanor, for your body to be violated, especially with a syringe to pull your blood, I'm sorry. There's got to be a better way of complying with the law rather than being slapped to a gurney and having your blood sucked out of you.
That's it.
To me, I don't even think Hitler did that.
No.
So
No, he just
Well, maybe he did.
No, he just
I can't even see Hitler
Yeah.
being such a bastard as doing
Yes.
that. Okay, that's. I mean, come on.
I mean, can you imagine?
You
Can
got a
you,
17-year-old kid at a stop, and you're gonna slap him on a gurney and pull his blood because
Yeah.
you think he might have had a beer. I think that's a bit too extreme when we got.
and it's a slippery slope.
crack
I
all
mean,
over the streets.
one day guys that are
you know.
denying paternity will get dragged into Chinese massage parlors and.
All right, yeah. I'm not a toy.
You're killing me, bro. That's awesome.
I mean,
I
where does it
volunteered
end? Where,
How you say? Oh, that's a good one.
That's
yeah.
they're gonna,
Is
they're
anybody-
gonna test
hey.
your Twinkie, are they?
yeah, no, we're doing the Twinkie milkshake, and then I'm going on a diet. I'm going to juice. Actually, I can't juice. I've got to loan out my juicer to somebody
gonna
who's
juice?
questioning with it. I juiced. We juiced one time. Let me tell you, there is one huge advantage to juicing. One huge. I don't get into all
I
the
can think
hippie
of
stuff
several.
and clearly, but one good thing about juicing is the longer you juice,
The smaller your
the
testicles get.
better that pizza tastes when you finally eat it.
Well, that goes without
Let me tell you,
saying.
I have never. I bought the cheap $5 freaking Little Caesars cheese pizza. That was the most delicious damn
But you
thing.
flew to New York and got it.
Now, Lester, I can fix
Hey!
that for you. I have at my house like the $75 juicer. We can juice.
Did
that
you see our
pizza for you.
juicer? Did you
No.
go see it? The big stainless steel freaking.
I'll trade you something for a juicer.
You can
You want a
juice your
bread
pizza.
maker?
We
How
can
about I trade you a
juice-
bread maker for a juicer?
If you liquefy the pizza, is that still juicing?
Yes.
That's right. So I can liquefy.
No, well, if we follow the rules,
if you
so
liquefy Twinkie,
I was good until the
Pop-Tarts.
beets, the liver concoction.
Beets and liver.
With the
Beets
kale and the
liver?
beets. Ugh.
No, come on. That's like Haggots in a jar.
It was hideous.
Haggots in a glass.
You know what the worst thing was? Is the damn tomatoes. I could handle anything if it didn't have tomatoes in it.
And now you
It made
sound
everything
expensive.
gross.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The old V8 effect.
But I like V8. I mean, I like
V8,
it, but I can handle V8.
V8's a blend.
Yeah.
It took them a while to get that formula down.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah,
so.
that's right. Notice it took them 8. Took them 8 vegetables to add with that tomato to get it to taste good.
Oh, that's what that means. There's 8 vegetables in there?
That's what I call it, V8.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 8
that
vegetables.
makes sense.
8 vegetables.
V8.
Yeah, I just never ever thought
put it
about
together?
it.
I never thought
I mean,
about
that's
that.
completely-
You learn something every day.
Yeah, that makes perfect
Every day is a
sense.
school day, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe in honor of Fallout not being here, we should play a video of him singing with Retribution.
Do I have a video of him singing with Retribution?
You should.
I think you made that up, you son of a... All right, hold on. Let me see here.
Why I oughta.
I have a video of my good
Probably
friend...
has
wait a minute. I have a video of my good friends over at Hipwitch. Oh, here we are. I'll be damned.
Ask a hip witch.
Yeah, well, I think I think the song, it's a cover song. It's a Journey cover song. But I think it's interesting. I'm going to play the song, and I want you to guess. One member of the band mixed the song. I want you to tell me which member of the band mixed the song we played. Right? Here we go. No, this is Fallout with... this is Damon Jania's band. Actually, Sean, who we were just talking about, the Mr.
stop.
Sublatehead,
Don't
will be the
stop.
drummer
You'll be
that
able
you see in this video.
You'll
So
be
here
able
you
to
go.
see in the video the drum kit and all
The
the
drum
mic stand.
kit, yes, but not the tree. You
Not the
go
tree.
look up Sawblade Head,
I've got
put it
it.
into Google, and go look at this sculpture.
I've seen it.
And he put like 10 people on it too, because I'm like, geez, would it hold me? He said, "Pff."
What a name.
Here we go. Yeah, Sawblade Head. Here we go. This is Fallout, our good buddy Fallout, right here from Lester's Tour Bus with Retribution.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the... Take much more. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now what? Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Let the parties hit the floor. 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 Take much more. Here we go, here we go, here we go. One, two, three. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Let the party hit the floor. 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 Stand, put it home. Run by yourself, you're not alone. Wanted in, and now you're here. Dreaming my hate, it's through my fear. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. Let the
What his name was.
Who?
Who? What?
What?
Who?
Huh?
Hey, he looked good up there. Now, what were you talking about, Mama T?
Oh, like Damon allows Fallout to go up and sing with Retribution. In that song, Mr. Saltblade had let that person come up and play on the drums.
Yeah. See, what a great bunch of guys.
Yes, they are.
We got to go up
Awesome.
there Friday with flashlights. That's going to be fun as hell.
I don't know
That's
if I can-
tomorrow. Are we
I was
doing
gonna say,
anything
I don't
else?
know if I can make it Friday, but I'm
tomorrow.
Oh, I'm going to be all by
Saturday.
myself. You guys all need to move closer. I need to move
I
closer to
live
you.
around the corner from you.
I know, you keep telling me that. They need to move closer.
They need to move closer.
They don't want to.
Tell
They
you.
want to live. They want to live in the middle of nowhere because they were. Yeah, I spent my whole life there. You know what?
I don't live in the middle of
Spent my whole life
nowhere.
there.
Yeah.
You live in the middle
I
of
lived there
nowhere.
6 years.
I
just
live,
like
I
it.
live, dude. I live 5 minutes from Tampa. I live 5 minutes from everything.
So do I.
Brass Mud,
Except
Whiskey
you.
Willie's, huh?
I live 5 minutes from everything as
No,
well,
you
except
don't.
you.
No.
Well, actually, I mean,
It's not that long.
Freaking old.
Schizo and Fallout actually have the perfect place
Was that?
because it's right smack in the middle of everything.
I'm
Because they can go in either direction.
Clearwater or
10,
Tampa.
15
When I first
10,
looked at
15
them,
minutes.
I
yeah,
felt
Elmsmar?
them.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a pretty.
I knew both of them could go either direction.
only for you, bro.
Sweet.
All right, here we go. I'm going to play this until somebody can guess who did the mixing on this song. Here we go. You ready? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now, listening to that song, can a member of the band, one of the musicians or one of the singers, did the mix on that song? Can you tell me who it was?
Yes.
You already told us.
Or you told us who it was.
Who did I say it was?
You said it was the
He was
guitarist.
guitarist.
No, I just said the guitar player, the guitar stood out in front of, you know what? All right. Yes. Anyhow, yes, the guitar stood out in front of the other instruments, and I thought that was hilarious.
Got some people that are out.
I'm going to stay neutral. There's Mama T. Look at
And
there.
I am all nice and pretty.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and I hope you enjoyed that video. I've actually got approval to run that one, so it's going to become in our regular cycle of videos that we run. Hopefully, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but this is Wish. This is Terrible Lie. Now,
Wish.
you're going to listen to this recording and you'll be like, wow, you know, it's a studio recording in which they put live audio, that is, or live video to the audio. That is incorrect. This is the live audio, and I would draw attention to Damon and just what an incredible vocalist, and whatever vocalist he's emulating and whatever music he's doing on his own is literally to this level of expertise.
But that audio
Absolutely.
information was collected by Lester of Lester.
All the audio information, that's right. Let's just well, we're doing that. We want to be able to go to these events
We
and
call it digital gathering.
do digital gathering, and the only thing that's terrible is I end up like 30 to 40 gigs of data every show we do, and I basically got to put it all in the cloud.
I
Cause
remember when a gig used to be a gig.
I remember when the 1 gig hard drive came out. Yeah, a gig used to be a show, right? Yeah. Well, I remember when the 1 gig hard drive came out, it was like, oh my god, like a gig, holy
Always
crap.
about the gig.
Always.
Anyhow, I have not checked this video, assuming if it runs. This is Wish, Terrible Lie. Listen close.
Are you doing this to me? Am I not living up to what I'm supposed to be? Why am I seething with this animosity? I think you owe me a great big apology. Terrible lie! Terrible lie! Don't know what you mean. Seems like salvation comes only in my dreams. I feel my hatred grow all the more extreme. Can this world really be as sad as it seems? Terrible lie! Terrible lie! Terrible lie! Terrible lie! Don't take it away from me. I need you to hold on to. Don't take it away from me. I need you to hold on to. Don't take it away from me. I need you to hold on to. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it away from me. I need you to hold on to. Don't take it away from me. I need you to hold on to. Don't take it away from me. I need you to hold on for me to hide. I lost my ignorance, security, and pride. I'm all alone in this fucking world you must despise. I live to promises, your promises and lies. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive.
No, that is actually my fault.
Oh,
so.
see ya.
I know. All right, here we are. We're good now.
Back to command.
And we're back.
Everything's all quiet with the, yeah.
We got to fix the Mountain King.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's unbreakable, so but he's going to get the attention that he's deserved.
He does. He is.
That's right.
That was Mandatory Murderfly.
That's right. Always here on Lester's tour.
And they're going to
bus.
be a week from tomorrow.
Where the pedal meets the metal.
So we've really, really got to push. I want to make this an event. The reason is because I want the Florida Monsters of Rock, brought to you by Lester's Tour Bus, to get bigger and bigger every year. I want to make it the event that everybody wants to go to. So
that's right. Tampa Stadium, look out.
I want you to literally go through your friends list one by one for anybody that could reasonably go and send them a message specifically to come out. I'm going to do it with all the bands on my list, all the people on my list, and I'm going to see if I can get 200-300 to, she can hold up to 500. If we ever did anything like that, we would be the ultimate promoters.
If we can get it to go viral, he'll go oral.
We want to be turning people away at the door because we're at maximum capacity.
No, we do not.
Yes, we do.
Well, then, you know what? Then we're going to put a band in the parking lot.
That's fine.
Hey, that would work.
I'll play the parking lot.
Iron
Our
Bear and the
listeners
Suck
can help
Asses.
make this happen.
Yeah.
Who else is in the news? We got the Heaney Boys.
Hey, my boys.
Your boys. They were actually they've been in here twice now.
American Chili.
And
these guys rule.
They're becoming world famous now. Pretty soon we're gonna say, hey guys, come back on the show. And like, who the hell are you?
Those guys get around like a hot air balloon.
Right now they're in New York.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Like a donut. Like a get around like a donut.
They get around like a hot air balloon. Richard, I'm sorry if you're watching the show. He likes the show, so he's probably watching.
Yeah.
But they're in New York right now. They're doing a national tour, and they actually made the mainstream news.
Oh, a national tour.
Yes, national tour. Okay. They actually made the Google, AP, Yahoo, that whole thing, in which they were discussing the fact that Richard Heaney, who's already internationally known from the show Wife Swap, and a few other small indiscretions.
Storm chasing.
Yeah, he's a professional storm chaser. Mm-hmm. Which you heard about the some major storm chaser out in Oklahoma got caught and killed.
Oh yeah, it paid the ultimate price, as it were.
Let you know. But, storm chaser, inventor, and just all around great guy.
He is a great guy.
Really a lot. Every time they come in here, it's just so much fun hanging out with the kids. And
they came out to, when we launched that Camp Lejeune tour out at the Stairgrounds, kids were running everywhere. I was driving 100. You're yelling at me, slow down!
Yeah, because there's kids. Well, you're not used to it.
They're small, too. Those kids are little.
Yeah,
and the world's smallest metal band.
But they are the world's shortest. I think it's youngest, but the
pound
world's
for pound.
shortest.
That's them.
Yeah.
Well, if you weigh the hair, they probably come in heavy.
Well, no, if you weigh all of them together, you probably have the weight of one actual bearded metal guitarist. Because they're all fat now.
Oh, yeah.
You heard Black Veil Brides. They said that they would take on any overweight bearded guitarist.
If you cut all their hair off and weighed it, they'd probably be a small human being by itself.
Yeah, I question that. I mean, especially Falcon. Good Lord. But Schizo actually did an interview with them. I actually did an interview with them. Are you threatening me? I have it right here. Should we run it?
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Let's do it right here. This is 3 minutes with...
the Heanies. No.
With the Heaney Boys and Schizo. I have not vetted this video, so anything could happen.
A 3-minute schizophrenic video, as it were.
There you go.
There
we go.
Now let's do it.
And we've got 3 minutes with Schizo. With the Heaney Boys. Heaney Boys giving Rockstar. Yeah! All right. So, this is my bit, 3 minutes with Schizo. I want to know, what brought you guys to music? What is it about music that made you guys say...
It's awesome.
It is, isn't it?
I mean, it's the only, it's the only thing everybody likes. I mean, you cannot not like music.
You can not like music. Not like music.
Yeah, not.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
If you don't like music, you just have no soul.
No soul.
I said no soul.
So. How do you spell that?
I don't know.
How do you spell so?
S-O-W-L.
No, that's soul.
S-O-W. Sow.
S-O-O-U-U-U-O-O-U.
I think
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
If you had to give me a flavor for music, what would it be?
One of my shows I have,
Metal.
What? No, flavor. Like, to me, music.
That was a flavor.
Yeah.
Music tastes like blueberries to me.
What?
Blueberries.
gay.
I don't know.
Fuck that to me.
Chicken.
Chicken. All right.
Chicken.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Rock and roll pizza.
Roll pizza. I like that.
Pizza.
Pizza.
So this is the most important question I can ask you guys. What is your favorite kind of shoe?
Skechers.
Skechers. Not bad.
I guess it's ocean pussy.
Ew. OP.
Bananas. What are you gonna eat?
He's sniffing other people's shoes.
It's some dog shit. Don't touch that. Oh!
I was kidding.
Good moisturizer.
First tip for you guys on tour: stay away from guys in black hats.
Yeah, black hats.
Okay.
Stay away from him.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for Schizo?
Yes, the words of AC/DC. It's a long way to the top.
If you want to rock and roll.
That's not a question.
said
That's a
too fast.
statement.
Yeah.
Dad.
You can tell these kids are brothers. They slap each other. Right?
So do those piercings hurt?
No, they tickle.
What? What?
You put a hole through your body and it tickles.
Yeah.
It's like
See, look.
shoving
What the fuck?
You were on Lester's tour bus tonight, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Correct?
You were supposed to laugh at that or look at
That's okay. Who is your favorite personality tonight on Lester's tour bus? Was it Lester?
It was like fucking awesome.
that dude.
Was it?
That
Bear?
It
Bear,
was
come
so,
in.
It was so fucking
You are
awesome.
everybody's favorite. Bear, come on in.
The Iron Bear.
Iron Bear, 3 minutes with Schizo. Iron
I
Bear.
like that
3 minutes with Schizo.
I like this thing right
He likes the arrowhead.
Yeah.
That's authentic, by the way. Santa Fe River. That is a beveled bowline, and it's 7,000 years old, and it's from the Paleo time period.
Yes, it's authentic arrowhead.
It's
Just
Dark
saying.
Flint. That's my pastime, my hobby to keep me out of trouble, is to go out and look for Indian artifacts. And since there was 10 million Indians in Florida for probably close to 50,000.
So Bear talks too much. Schizo.
There you go. 3
And I-
minutes with Bear! That's what it is!
Whoa, I just got bored to sleep.
Yeah, oh my.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to tell you a little story. Once upon a time, this is the end of 3 minutes with Schizo. Good night. And we've got 3 minutes with Schizo with the Heaney Boys. Started back over awful quick, didn't it?
Swing, wang, zing, brrr.
Pow.
How? Because you're talking about Indians.
Hi, how
are
ya? Hi, how are ya?
Pow.
I love our Native American friends.
Yeah, I have a whole thing about that too. You know, when we start the conspiracy theory show, which I think is going to start next week, literally, we're going to have a show every single night, and everybody here is going to be involved in different ways, but we're going to do a show centered around conspiracy, or it could be anything.
Bigfoot,
Bigfoot,
Yetis,
ghosts,
UFOs, government conspiracy,
The moon landing.
9/11, Oklahoma, Zimmerman, you name it, you call it. If you've seen it, send us a picture, call it in, talk about it. It's going to be a regular freak show. So
Well, we're going to be on it. It's going to be a
that's
freak
right.
show.
You got that right. It's the inmates running the prison, as it were.
Well, it suddenly occurred to me that we have just hundreds of people at this point that we could just bring on the show, at least dozens for sure, that we could keep people entertained for a long period. And
wait
here's
till
the
you-
thing. Here's the rules with us, though. From our perspective, we can bring people on the radio, either in the station or through the phone, that have adverse points of view. But I'm going to try to remain neutral. And if anybody knows me, that's going to be very difficult for me to do.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be open-minded. I'm gonna be neutral. And I'm going to listen.
Right. We want somebody to
develop their
prove
ideas organically,
to
including
us.
your insane cousin. I mean, your cousin, that nice kid, Will.
Wait till Madman Vince comes in. He knows some things that'll make you slap your mama and hide your clothes.
I actually like Vince a lot.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
He's a
The Reverend?
very
Reverend.
wise man.
He's a character.
Yeah, he is. We need to wrap this up.
Put a ball.
A tasket, wrap it, or a casket.
There were so many videos I wanted to play. Darn it.
It's a shame that this is our very last show ever, and we won't ever get to play those, isn't it?
No.
All right then. So why are you so worried?
All right. See, that's why I keep these guys around, so they keep me in there. Anyways, thank you for listening. Another fantastic Let's Just Tour Bus. We will see you next week, and hopefully we have the whole crew and some more exciting stuff to show you. And isn't the show that much better with the Iron Bear here? See, we just can't do it without him. We really can't. So, and thank you, Mama T, and she doesn't have a name yet, so we'll name her before the night's over. And we'll see you next week.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah.
I fucking love this band. They are the best band ever, period. Ladies and gentlemen,